Welcome to Enjoy Free. So today we are doing a lesson on mathematics of class 10 CBSE section. The name of the lesson is pair of linear equation in two variables. So let us first understand the meaning of the heading. What is linear? Linear is something which represents a straight line, an equation which represents a straight line. So this should represent a straight line. What else? And the highest, what is a linear equation? The linear equation is an equation in which highest power of the variable is 1. So the power of the variable should be 1. And the equation is an expression which has an equal sign, and it should also have LHS and RHS. So this is an expression, and this should contain how many variables? Yes, 2 variables. So try to recall the general form of a linear equation from 9th standard. Yes, what is the general form? Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. And which are the variables here? Of course, yes, x, y are the variables here. And is there any condition for this general form? Is there any condition for the general form? Yes, there is. Actually, there are 2 conditions for this general form. So, a linear equation in 2 variables is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers and a and b both not be 0. So what are the conditions? First condition is a, b, c should be real numbers. Okay, x, y can be anything because they are variables, they can be anything. And a and b both should not be equal to 0. This a and b both should not be equal to 0 is represented by a square plus b square is not equal to 0. And if a and b becomes equal to 0, then c also will be equal to 0. Then it won't represent a straight line. So that's why a and b both cannot be 0, and we express it as a square plus b square not equal to 0. Remember, this can come in objectives. Okay. So let us proceed. So this is a linear equation in 2 variables. So what is the meaning of solution of a linear equation? What is the solution of a linear equation? How will we find solution for this? Let us take an example. Okay, 2x plus 3y is equal to 5. Okay, so here you can see variables are 2x and y, and it is in the form of x plus by plus c is equal to 0. What is the solution of this equation? Yes, as these a and b are real numbers, it can have many values. You know, here there are so many infinite number of real numbers. So they can have any value. Let us see which value satisfies the equation. Let us say x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1. Then then the equation will become 2 into 1 plus 3 into 1 is equal to 5. And 2 into 1 is 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So this value is the solution of the equation. Okay, x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1. Then is it the only solution? No way, it is not the only solution. There might be infinite number of solutions. So let us go check with one more value. Let us take x is equal to 1, y is equal to 3 and check whether this is the solution. Then the equation will become 2 into 1 plus 3 into 2 is equal to 5. So 2 plus 6 is 7, which is not equal to 5. So this one is not a solution. So which is a solution? I'll just write the points. So 1, 1 is a solution, and this is 1, 7 is not a solution because it is not satisfying the equation. Here the LHS is not equal to RHS, then it is not a solution. Okay. So these are all called as algebraic representation of this linear equation. So how to represent these linear equations graphically. Do you remember last year in 9th standard you have represented the equations graphically? Let us do a small demo here. So let us say this. So this is x and this is y, and let us try to draw the graph of this very equation 2x plus 3y is equal to 5. We have already got one solution, which is not solution 1 and 1. So if it is 1, 2, 3, there was 1, 2, 3. So first point I will get here. Second point like this, if I find out, I think get second point somewhere here. So the graph will be something like this, which represents a, again as I told you, straight line. Y is equal to 5. So this point actually is on this line. So all the points which are on this line, they are all solutions of this equation. So all the point which lies on this line, they are all called solutions of this equation. And this point, that is 1, 7, where will be 1, 7? 1, 7 will be somewhere here. So this is not the solution of the equation, okay? So this is it. So now let us understand. So now we understood linear equation in two variables and how to express it algebraically. Algebraically means in the form of equations, and geometrically means in the form of a graph, that you have already learned in 9th standard. Let us come to this year's topic, that is pair of linear equation. What is the meaning of a pair? Pair means two. So here we are not going to study one linear equation. Here we are going to study two linear equations of which has two variables. And only one condition is both the linear equations should have same variables. Okay. So let us write the general formula. So as we know, for the one linear equation, same way two linear equations. So the general form will be for the first equation a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. I told you, no, these variables must be same. That's the only thing you need to take care. And what's the condition? Remember here a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2 should be real numbers. Are real numbers. And what is the other condition? a1 square plus b1 square should not be equal to 0. a2 square plus b2 square should not be equal to 0. This is the general form of pair of linear equations in two variables. Okay. Now, so this is again, as I told you, this is what type of representation? Yes, algebraic representation. Algebraic representation. Now that is, we have represented the equation using our algebra. Okay. Now how to represent them graphically? So before representing them graphically, let us assume if there are two lines, how they can be? There are only three conditions which can happen. First thing is two lines can overlap each other, cut each other like this, or we can say intersect. Line 1, line 2 can intersect, or else these two lines might be parallel also, right? Maybe parallel. And what might be the other only one case? They might be coincident. That means though both the lines might be one on the other, we call them as coincident. So this is L1, L2. Here on the L1 only L2. So if there are two lines, then there might be only three cases. What is that? First, they might intersect. Second one, they might be parallel to each other, or they might lie on each other, on one another. So these are the three conditions which might happen graphically. Now let us check that further later on. Okay. Let us try to solve some pair of linear equations. So let us do an example where we will solve a pair of linear equation graphically also, algebraically also. So this is a word problem example which is given in the textbook. I have written it properly so that you can solve using it. You can write it down. Okay. So this sum says Akhila goes to a fair with ₹20 and she wants to have rides on the giant wheel and she also wants to play hoopla. What is hoopla? That ring type. You will put no that one. Hoopla. The number of times she played hoopla is half the number of rides she had on the giant wheel. If each ride on the giant wheel actually costs her ₹3 and a game of hoopla costs ₹4, represent this situation algebraically and graphical, and obviously then you have to find the number of rides she had on the giant wheel and the number of times she played hoopla. So now first we have to represent this algebraically. Okay. So solution. So first let us express this in the form of equation, that is in the form of algebra. So let us start from here. So let the number of rides on the giant wheel be x and the number of times on the hoopla be y. So we'll start from there. Let the number of rides on giant wheel be x. Let the number of times she played hoopla be y. Yeah. So the number of times she played hoopla, is what? Y. Is equal to half the number of rides she had on the giant wheel. So the number of rides on the giant wheel is represented by x. So this is our first equation. Let us simplify this. Okay, y is equal to half x. This is nothing but y is equal to x by 2. So if I cross multiply, this will become 2y is equal to x. Okay, so this is our first equation. So see, I don't have a space below, that's why I am just putting a partition and continuing from here. So when you write in your notes, you have to write just below this. Okay. So now let us go to the second equation. What is the second condition? Second condition is, so if each ride costs ₹3, so if each ride cost was ₹3 and a game of hoopla was ₹4. So together how much money she had? 20 rupees. So 3 into this one ride. What is that? Giant wheel ride. 3 into giant wheel ride. That is 3 into x plus 4 into hoopla play. Hoopla, rounds of hoopla. So that is nothing but 4y should be total how much money she had? That is 20. Okay. So this is your first equation and this is your second equation. This is your algebraic representation of the given word problem. So now you have represented this. So I write here only 3x plus 4y is equal to 20. Second one, this is algebraic representation. Now you have to represent this graphically. You already know how to plot these equations on the graph, right? So let us first start with the first equation. 2y is equal to x. So let us first put this, let us first have let x is equal to 0, then 2y is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. So here comes our first point, that is, so I think this is how you used to write last year, x, y, and n x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. Second one, let us start with the second one. So again let us put what value shall we take? Because this has 2, let me take let x is equal to 2, then 2y is equal to 2, or y is equal to 2 by 2, or y is equal to 1. So the second one what I am getting value is x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. So these are the two values we got. Now we have to find two values for this equation also. So first pause the video and write all these things. So this part you can write in rough section. You write this, and then for the first equation you write this table, okay? Because I want to. So now let us go to the second equation. 3x plus 4y is equal to 20. Okay. Now let us put the values for this. First one again. Let us take x is equal to 0. Then this will become 3x plus 4y is equal to 20. So 3 into 0 plus 4y is equal to 20. And 0 plus 4y is equal to 20. And y is equal to 20 by 4. And y is equal to 4 ones are 4 5s. So we have got y is equal to 5. So this is one value. Second one, let us take again x is equal to, make sure that you will see whenever you take value, because y has the coefficient 4, you better take the multiples of 4 so that you can avoid fractions. So if you get a fraction, it is difficult to present it on the graph, plot it on the graph. So try to take the multiples of 4. Okay. So x is equal to, let me take 4. Then this will become again 3x plus 4y is equal to 20. So 3 into 4 plus 4y is equal to 20. So this is 12 plus 4y is equal to 20. 4y is equal to 20 minus 12. And 4y is equal to 20 minus 12 is 8. And y is equal to 8 by 4. So it is equal to 2. So the second one, we can write the one more table for the equation. 3x plus 4y is equal to 20. So the table will be x, y. So while for when x is equal to 0, y is equal to 5. And then when x is equal to 4, y is equal to. So we have got two values. Now we have to plot them on the. So now we have to plot them on the graph. So I hope you all know how to draw the graph. Can I erase this part? So if you want, you can do this part in the rough work column. Okay. So I just erase this part and keep only these two tables so that we can. So now I have to draw the graph. Since I don't have any minus values, I am just taking from here. So you know this is what axis, x axis, this is y axis, y dash, x dash, and then 0. We take how many values I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here 3, 5 by here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the first value for this equation is, first one is 0, 0. So the first point is this 0, 0, and the second point is x is 2 and y is equal to 1. So it will be somewhere here. And the third, so this is 1, 9. Now let us go. So this is the equation for 2y is equal to x. Now let us go to the one more equation. Here the first value is 0 and 5. So when x is equal to 0, y is 5. So sorry, y is 4. X is equal to 0. Sorry, did I add it? X is equal to 5. And the second one is when x is 4, y is 2. So this is the second one. So if I draw the graph like this, so this is the second one is 3x plus 4y is equal to 20. You can see that both the lines intersect at one point. Which is the point? So this point is nothing but 4, 2. So both the lines intersect at one point. And what are the x coordinates and y coordinates for that point? So the x coordinate for the point is 4 and the y coordinate for the point is 2. So according to our graph, the solution is x is equal to 4 and y is equal to. So we have solved the pair of linear equation graphically like this. And you can observe here both the lines are intersecting at only 1. Okay. Now let us do the second example. So let us consider the second example here. The example says Romina went to a stationery shop and purchased 2 pencils and 3 erasers for ₹9. Her friend Sonali saw the new variety of pencils and erasers with Romina and she liked it, and she also bought 4 pencils and 6 erasers of the same kind for ₹80. You have to represent this situation again, first algebraically, then the algebraic equations into a graph form, okay, or geometry. Okay, first let us write the algebraic equation. So we have to assume now let the cost of pencils be x, then let the cost of erasers be y. Okay. Now according to the first condition, Romina, she brought 2 pencils and 3 erasers for ₹9. So that will be 2 pencils, that is 2x plus 3 erasers, that is 3y, is equal to total how much cost? 9. So this will be our first equation. Now the second equation is what Sonali got. Sonali got 4 pencils and 6 erasers. So that is 4x plus 6y for how much rupees? 80 rupees. So this is our second equation, and this completes our algebraic representation. This is algebraic representation. Now we have to represent this graphically. To represent them graphically, actually, first we have to find the values of this. Okay. The first equation was 2x plus 3y is equal to 9. So let us put the first value. First value is, first let x is equal to 0. Then what happens to y? 2 into 0 plus 3y is equal to 9. 0 plus 3y is equal to 9. Y is equal to 9 by 3. And y is equal to 3. Now the second value. So now let x is equal to, I take 4.5. Why 4.5? As I told you, the answer denominator I am getting 3. So whatever the answer I get, if it is divisible by 3, it is easy for me to plot. You can take any number for that case, but for the simplicity of the answer, I am just taking 4.5. 4.5, 2 into 4.5 plus 3y is equal to 9. 2 into 4.5 is nothing but 9 plus 3y is equal to 9. So 3y is equal to 9 minus 9. Y is equal to 0 by 3 and y is equal to 0. So my table for the first equation is x, y. So when x was 0, y was 3. When x was 4.5, y was 0. Now what was my second equation? This is for first equation, that is 2x plus 3y is equal to 9. Now let me go to my second equation. What was my second equation? Second equation was 4x plus 6y is equal to 18. Right? Now again let me put the value. Let first one x is equal to 0. Then this will become 4 into 0 plus 6y is equal to 18. So this becomes 0 plus 6y is equal to 18. 6y is equal to 18, or y is equal to 18 by 6, or y is equal to 3. So let us go to my second one. So let x is equal to, because it has to again divide here by 6, here it has to, I take x is equal to 3. So this will become again 4 into 3 plus 6y is equal to 18. So this will become 12 plus 6y is equal to 18. 6y is equal to 18 minus 12. Y is equal to 18 minus 12 is 6. 6 by 6, or y is equal to 1. So my second table will be this, that is for 4x plus 6y is equal to 18. It will be like this. My x value, y value. So when the x was 0, y was 3, and when the x was 3, y was 1. So as I plot graph for the first equation, you can also plot graph like this using these values like this. Okay. So once you plot a graph, actually you can observe from your graph that you can see that both the equations are one over the other. Both the equations represent same line. Is it really possible? Actually, I tell you, no two different equations represent same line. No two different equations represent the same line. But here we have a situation wherein if we draw a graph for two lines, we are getting the same line. That means these are not two different equations, rather they are the same equation representing different ways. And these type of equations are called as equivalent equations. So 2x plus 3y is equal to 9. If you multiply this whole equation by 2, actually we will get 2 2s are 4x, 2 3s are 6y, 9 2s are 18. Yes, this is our second equation. So these two are called equivalent equations. They are actually not different equations, they are the same equation. They all represent the same straight line, but the same equation represented in a different way. So we saw two equations which intersect. Now the two equations which coincide. Now there is one more example in the textbook wherein the two equations are parallel to each other. That is very easy. You try and do it in your notebook. You can copy it from the textbook. Try to understand and copy it in your notebook. I hope you have written this, and the graph also complete it in your notes. So let us solve some exercise sum. So this is exercise 3.1 first sum. Okay. So Aftab tells his daughter, 7 years ago I was seven times as old as you were then. Also 3 years from now I shall be 3 times as old as you will be. You have to represent this situation algebraically and both graphically, like we have done in the example sums. First let us try to express this algebraically. Okay. So let us first take, let the Like Oftob's present age dx. Okay. Now then let Oftob's daughter's present age be y. Okay. Now we have to first find 7 years ago. That is 7 years ago. What had happened 7 years ago? What was Oftob's age 7 years ago? Now his age is x. Then 7 years ago his age was, yes, x minus 7. Oftob's age is equal to x minus 7. Likewise, his daughter's age is equal to y minus 7. So what is the condition given? What was the relation between their ages when 7 years ago? So 7 years ago I was 7 times as old as you were then. So his age was 7 times his daughter's age. So Oftob's age was 7 times his daughter's age. So what is Oftob's age? X minus 7. This is 7 times his daughter's age is 7 into y minus 7. So this will become x minus 7 is equal to 7 into y, 7y plus into minus 7 sevens are 49. So this becomes x minus 7. If I bring this side, this will become minus 7 plus 49 is equal to 0. Or you can write it as x minus 7y plus 42 is equal to 0. This is our first equation. Let us go to the second part. I don't have space here, so I am not writing here. You are going to write it one below the other. Okay? So let me take the other marker. So now also say what is the second condition? 3 years from now. So after 3 years. So now Oftob's age is x, present age. So after 3 years means his age will be, Oftob's age will be after 3 years, of course, yes, x plus 7 and his daughter's age, sorry, x plus 3 and his daughter's age will be y plus 3. Y plus 3. Again, what's the condition? I shall be 3 times as old as you. So, Oftob's age is equal to 3 times his daughter's age. So this is what is Oftob's age? X plus 3. His daughter's age is 3 into y plus 3. If I simplify, this will become x plus 3 is equal to 3y plus 3 3s are 9. So this will become x plus 3 minus 3y minus 9 is equal to 0. Or you can write this as x minus 3y plus into minus. So this will be minus 6 is equal to 0. So this is the second equation. So we have represented the given equation algebraically. So what is our algebraic representation? Our algebraic representation is x minus 7y plus 2. This is first equation. Second one, 3y minus 6 is equal to 0. This is the algebraic representation. So now let us solve the equations graphically. So let us take the first equation, first one. X minus 7y plus 42 is equal to 0. And I write it like this, to minus 42. Let me take the first value, let x is equal to 0. So this becomes 0 minus 7y is equal to minus 42. Or minus 7y is equal to minus 42. Or y is equal to minus 42 by minus 7. Or y is equal to 7 5s are 35, 7 6 are 42. So y is equal to 6. So this is the first value. Now let us go to the second one. Let x is equal to 6 minus 7. As I told you, because I am getting the denominator 7, I am trying to get as many the whole numbers as I can. That's why I am putting these values. So this becomes minus 7 minus 7y is equal to minus 42. So minus 7y is equal to minus 42 plus 7. Minus 7y is equal to minus 42 plus 7. Minus 42 plus 7 is minus 35. So this becomes y is equal to minus 35 by minus 7, or if you cancel y is equal to 5. So what for my box I got two values here. X value, y value. When x was 0, y was 6, and when x was minus 7, I got y as plus 5. Now let us go to the second equation. My second equation is x minus 3y minus 6 is equal to 0, right? Now I will write it like this, it is 6. So first one, let x is equal to 0, then this will become 0 minus 3y is equal to 6, minus 3y is equal to 6, y is equal to 6y minus 3, y is equal to minus 2. Now the second one, let x is equal to plus 6. So now again 6 minus 3y is equal to 6. So 3y minus 3y is equal to 6 minus 6. So minus 3y is equal to 0. So y is equal to 0 by minus 3 are 0. So if I again make it into my box for the second equation, it is xy. So when x is equal to 0, y is minus 2, and when x is equal to 6, y is equal to 0. So now we have got the values for x and y for both the equations, two values. Let us plot it on the graph. Y is 6, so x is 0, y is plus 6. So first point will be here. Second point is x is minus 7, that is this one, and y is plus 5. So y minus 7 and y is plus 5. So because I don't have a scale, I am just writing as I can, trying to join my hand as a scale. So this will be somehow like this. Okay, so which is this equation? X minus 7y plus 42 is equal to 0. Now the second equation, x is 0, y is minus 2, and then x is 6, y is 0. So second equation will be, and so if you plot these two lines on the graph, actually they don't meet again, but they are neither parallel nor coincident. But if you observe carefully, if you extend both the lines, it will meet at a point somewhere. So they are actually intersecting lines. Later on they will intersect. So anyhow we have represented them graphically also. This is the graphical representation. Please write this down and write the graph also. And another second one and third one question in the exercise are very, very easy. Try to solve it on your own. If you have any doubts, please feel free to comment in the comment section below. Click the bell icon for updates. Thank you for watching the video.